If you don't feel like standing in the kitchen all day, but you still want something that tastes like someone's grandma made it, watch this.
God, you call me by my name. The love you give me, I just can't deny. Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we are making a smothered red gravy chicken. That's right, y'all, smothered red gravy chicken. This dish is absolutely delicious, okay? So right now I'm starting out with some clean chicken legs. I already cleaned these off really good and got all that fat and all that gook off of it. We're starting out with our ingredients and you're gonna just season your chicken, okay? Don't go overboard. I don't measure when I season my food. I just eyeball everything. So feel free to do what's more comfortable for you. But the seasonings that we're using today are very simple, straight to the point. We're using a little black pepper. We're using some garlic powder. We're going to use some onion powder, seasoned salt, chicken bouillon. This is Maggi Pollo, and paprika. Now we're just going to season everything up. You want to make sure every piece is coated really good. I'm going to go in extra heavy with the onion powder and garlic powder. Watch the salt. You don't need that much because you're using a Lari salt and you're using the chicken bouillon. Both are salty, so just be careful with that. I'm adding my onions and my peppers right into the baking pan. Some is going to be on the top, some underneath. That's going to cook down. It's going to add a lot of flavor to everything. And it's going to be really good for the chicken broth that we're going to be making as well. I ran out of my latex gloves, so don't judge me, okay? I grabbed a Ziploc bag because I do not want to get my hands all messy with all these seasonings and everything. So I'm going to put one hand in it and I'm going to use that to mix everything up. So the chicken is now fully seasoned. So right now what we're going to do is we're not going to put this immediately into the oven. We're going to let this sit out for about 10-15 minutes. We really want those seasonings to marinate down into that meat. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a piece of foil and I'm going to cover up this baking pan and I'm going to let this sit for about 15 minutes. The oven have already been preheated to 375 and we're going to place this into the oven after 15 minutes for about 1 hour. As you can see, I did not add water to this pan. There's no need. It will make its own chicken broth.
1 hour later.
So our chicken is now halfway done, and as you can see, it made a lot of good chicken broth down there in the bottom of the baking pan. So those onions and peppers is going to really help flavor that broth. That is what we're going to need for our gravy, y'all. This is going to be golden for the gravy. You absolutely need your chicken broth to flavor that gravy. So now we're going to get into this red gravy. So since the chicken made all of that good old broth, what we're going to do is just build on that, okay? We're keeping it simple. We're only adding water, a little bit of that chicken juice, and basic seasonings to build on this gravy. This is our lineup right here. We have that chicken broth. We have some water, paprika, some Wondra for thickening, seasoned salt, onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, and the chicken bouillon. The same exact seasonings we use for our chicken. You need a whisk and a measuring spoon. So let's start out with the water, okay? Just add some water to your pot. Your heat should be on medium high, I should say. No, I'm sorry, not medium high. It should be on medium low. You don't want it too high, okay? So you're gonna start out with the water. Then you're gonna add that chicken broth to the water. Now this is 2 cups of water and I have probably about 1/3 cup of the chicken broth, okay? Now I'm gonna be adding more water later on and more chicken broth just to get the right amount of gravy that I want and the right consistency, okay? But this is just a base starting point for you guys. So I'm adding all of my seasoning, and don't go heavy on the salt. Let it cook first because the flavors are gonna come together as it simmers. You know, if you taste it too early, you might think you need more, and that's how you end up with over seasoning your food. So you don't want to do that. So let this cook down for a few minutes and then taste it. That's when you'll really know what you're working with. Once you stir all of that up, you want to add your Wondra, and this is just 1 tablespoon. This is what's going to thicken your gravy, okay? Anytime you use Wondra, always have that whisk handy. That whisk is going to eliminate any lumps, okay? You definitely want to keep that whisk on deck when you're making gravy. This is going to help keep everything smooth and make things easier so that nothing clumps. I'm all about easy cooking, y'all. There's not going to be any lumps in this gravy. I'm not fighting any lumps today, okay? I love using Wondra as a thickener for my gravies and my stews because it makes way easier than flour. And right at the end, I'm adding just a little butter to give it that smooth, glossy finish and a little extra richness. And this is what I call my red gravy, guys. Simple. Not tomato gravy, red gravy from the paprika. That's all it is. Absolutely delicious. Look at that color right there. The color is coming together, starting to deepen a little. I did taste this off camera and it's absolutely perfect. This is the consistency of the gravy right now. Now, the gravy is not going to be super thick right now, okay? The gravy is supposed to be a little loose because we're going to pour this gravy right over the chicken. There you have it, guys. That gravy thickened, that flavor soaks right down into that chicken. Look at that smothered red gravy chicken, y'all. Absolutely delicious. If you made it this far, go ahead and try this recipe, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more easy real life cooking. I hope you all take care, be blessed, and stay safe, guys. Bye.